I can explain. So, my files, if you want to know why they are like this, is because my third file was what I was using to fight against the final boss again. Because I really love the final boss. Because, of course, final boss is my most favorite in the game. But I'm going to erase that file. What file I'm going to be playing on is the second file because, as you can see, it shows that I completed it, but really I have not completed it just yet. There are 2 extra stages in Dreamland that I have to do in Adventure Mode, which I am going to do right now. So, basically, this is where I am. And yes, that's a slight spoiler, this door right here. Just a slight one. Doesn't show what actually happens just yet, but I got the baseball bat patch. And what that does is something pretty interesting. And I kept my sensor bar on because this stage that I'm about to do this is pretty funny. This is called Melon Isle. Meta Melon Isle. But what it plays for the music is something completely different, but I forgot what the name of this was. Something C is what I remembered. But why I'm having the sensor bar on in this one is because this level is all about transformations. The only thing it doesn't have are the rocket and the new ability that you don't know about. That I'm not going to say because it would be a spoiler. So, and the transformations are, the first one would get you off guard. It is a race car, but we're not racing anybody. This theme is pretty bop. That's a great bop. I think there's a treasure in this one, but I don't very much like in this transformation. But not all transformations have treasure. And the next one is a fire truck. This one for sure has a treasure. If I'm wrong, then I don't remember this stage at all. This one's actually pretty interesting. You turn the lava into obsidian, basically. But it's only for a little bit. Like it temporarily cools the water flow. Yeah, boy! I saved myself from the fall. Palm chair, yep. That was indeed. What I needed. The next transformation is a dolphin. And remember that all of the transformations are short. But this one's the hardest to... This one's the slight hardest thing to do. Because you have to try to... You have to be careful by not hitting any of the Gordos. I'll forget it. Doesn't matter if I get all the gems or not, it just matters on the medal. I'm going pretty slowly so I don't get hit by anything. No, okay, this is it. This is why I had the sensor bar on. Trade. Oh, train car. This time it's not a sweet treat car. They're robots, so now I will call them my buddies. Going on the loop around. because I got all the beads from the exclamation point key. Darn it. That's definitely one that looks sloppy. Trying to get all the things. Ice cream! The next bonus stage is actually pretty interesting. Like the next extra stage is pretty interesting. Because I remembered what it is. I'm not having all of the beads. Hopefully those train cars won't fall behind. I think I remember this is... Darn it, I can't get all of them. So they turn into star beads. The next one is surfing penguin. And then there's one more after that, I believe. Oh, good. The more beads, the better. Rainbows! Yep. And no, there is not another transformation. I thought there was a tank bot as well. But I was wrong. That was not that long of a level. How long was it? It was actually shorter than I thought it was. Oh, good. The next extra stage is actually pretty tough. Not the hardest, but it's pretty tough. Yeah, as you can see, that's a Galaxia patch. Except for I don't think it's actually called the Galaxia. Is it? I think it is. I'm going to bet that it's called the Galaxia. Yep, the Galaxia sword patch. Because it's Meta Knight's sword. And the first time I've known about the Galaxia sword was actually... I didn't even know much about the Galaxia sword until Kirby right back at you. What his history is. The final bonus stage of the game, the final stage of the game, is the Halberd. Because that's Meta Knight's ship. The coolest thing about the Halberd is that in Kirby Right Back At Ya, Meta Knight said that Meta Knight actually formed the Halberd in order to counter against NME, which is Nightmare. And the theme is pretty nice as well. But I'm keeping my commentary as it is. It's just a piano version of the Halberd theme. So this transformation that you see here is the starship. Meant to be shown in bubbly clouds. Darn it! Yeah, you can tell why this is a hard stage. But the interesting thing about this is that there are a ton of mini-bosses on this ship. It's basically why I'm taking so much damage. I didn't remember it being that infuriating. Okay, fine, I'm starting it over, jeez. It's not letting me do what I wanted to do, which is destroy all of the things. I know this is the final extra stage and all, but not expecting this kind of difficulty. So the starship, you just shoot shooting stars. Being careful, trying not to take any hits, because those enemies that I never really said their names, those guys are known as the little UFOs. 2-star. So, about to come back to where it was. That there are a ton of mini bosses on the halberd. And there's the first treasure, the Galaxia's Sword. Meant to be held by Meta Knight, because Meta Knight is actually a Star Warrior. Here's the first. There was more. I'm going to just say this right now. Meta Knight is actually a Star Warrior, and a lot of people think that he's wearing a bat cloak, but really that's just a cloak for one of the chosen Star Warriors. Of course, Kirby's a Star Warrior as well, but Meta Knight has a special kind of reason for why he's known as the Star Warrior, and his backstory is in Kirby Right Back At Ya. Otherwise, he was known as like a challenger of Kirby to see how worthy he is. And then at long last, Meta Knight decided to join Kirby after 2008, when he finally realized that Kirby was worthy of becoming the Star Warrior, the chosen one. This is one of the mini bosses. I think the boss name was like Main Cannon number 1. I forgot what it is. But this mini boss is actually pretty interesting, because it's from Kirby Superstar. I think it actually says its name at some point in Kirby Superstar. I just forgot. I remembered it was Main Cannon number 1. It was like the first cannon that Meta Knight used against Kirby, and Kirby destroyed it pretty easily. The next mini boss is inside this ship, through this. Come on, just get destroyed! It's so simple! By that I meant just destroy the cannonball. Wait, that's the next trick. Knight helmet. Meant to be worn by Meta Knight only. The final treasure is after you defeat the second mini boss, because I think there are 3 mini bosses. Not caring about these gems because there's so many more gems. I meant to say beads. Don't blame me when I think beads look like gems. Don't blame me. They look a lot like beads. Why are the smaller cannonballs harder to deal with than the big ones, the freaking big ones? Lag! I'm blaming lag for this. Ooh, never mind. Halberd. Here is the second mini boss. And you know this. This is basically that thing that Kirby had to deal with. It was a defense mechanism for the halberd. And if you destroy those guns, then the only thing you can deal with is this weak spot in the middle. And that's the main weakness. of course in Superstar you can't even do it. You can't even destroy the... Or yeah, you can. Never mind. But that's it. Doesn't matter if it goes over. It's 3 stars. Didn't even have to edit this. Which is good. Look at how short the video ended up being. It's not really 15 minutes. If I didn't explain about Meta Knight being Star Warrior, then it would have been. Nice job, you completed medals! That's what happens when you complete all of the stages, is that you get all of the medals. But, next time in Kirby's Epic Yarn is the finale. We are going to deal with the final boss in the first file. After doing my favorite stages, which I'll say what the themes are. First I'm going to play in the first file to show you what the themes are. So the themes are, one of the stages that you saw before was this, Cloud Palace, which the main theme of that is bubbly clouds. Now I'll tell you guys what the next stage's theme is afterward, but I'm going to I'm going to turn my commentary off for most of the video next time because it's basically the finale. And a pretty exciting one at that. So, I'll see you guys next time.